Today's episode of the Cedric Phillips podcast is brought to you by SCG Richmond. That was won by Will Pulliam, playing Mono Red Aggro with 4 copies of Chandra Fire Artesian. I say that funny on purpose. That's because of Chris Jericho. That was a really fun tournament to cover, actually. Mono Red, very dominant in the hands of Will, Collins Mullen, and of course, the Patrick Sullivan avatar himself, Ethan Gajewski. Got to do deep analysis while I was there. Got to sit down with some players and have some fun chats. What I'm going to do this time is a little bit different. Going to break it up into 4 small pieces as opposed to just one large piece and see how you guys like that and how that's going to be consumed. Got to try some stuff, of course, for content creation. So instead of having like an hour-long episode, it's going to be kind of like 4 20 to 25-minute ones that I'm going to publish Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I believe this first one, if memory serves, is with the Canadian crew of Matthew Dilks, Edgar Magayesh, and Tariq Patel talking about the new format, a little bit of stuff on Modern, a little bit of stuff on Esper Control in Standard, because Edgar made top 8, Tariq and what he's going to be doing throughout the rest of Season 1 of the SCG Tour, and a whole bunch more. I love the Canadians, always have, and playing Magic with Canadian Magic players, honestly, since I was 18, even though I don't live in Ohio anymore. So it's great to see a new crop of Canadian players doing extremely well in Magic, and all 3 of these guys are very skilled. So I hope you do enjoy this. Of course, we're going to have Jule Vera kick us off, Julevera, and I won't do a large, lengthy intro for everyone, but I will do it for this one. So I hope you enjoy the music, and I hope you enjoy the Canadian crew. All right, everybody, I'm with the happiest man in Magic, Matthew Dilks. Matt, how we doing, buddy?
Terrible.
Come on, give me something here.
I just dropped from the tournament. I'm about to play Modern tomorrow.
What's your record? You go 3-3?
X4, I'm dead.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Played Esper.
Why'd you play Esper?
So I think the deck's good.
What did you lose to? What happened? Give me a synopsis.
I lost to a sampler. I lost to everything that's not Esper.
No!
I won my feature match in the first round I got to play, and then lost every round after that.
Bad luck or bad deck?
Bad luck. Good luck for my opponents, I would say.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna get in your wheelhouse here with Amulet with Modern tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling about your lead right now? First place.
I just don't care.
Don't tell me that.
I mean, I'm gonna play every open, and I'm gonna win or not win, and if my lead holds, then my lead holds. I'm not worried about it.
You're a ball of positivity.
I mean, it is what it is. You can't. We play a high variance game. We can't just always.
Do you agree with this, Tariq? Is this really?
The high variance part?
Well, yeah, that part's kind of true.
I mean, yeah.
That part's kind of true. But this guy top 8's like all the opens. That doesn't seem like variance.
I got carried by team opens.
No, that's not true.
No, stop. You have like 3 individual open top 8s, don't you?
2.
Okay, yeah. No one carried you in those. I mean, Primeval Titan did, maybe.
Yeah, Primeval Titan did.
Okay.
No, he's a sick player.
How's your weekend going?
Not much better.
Oh, no.
I'm 2-3, so...
What are you playing, white?
White weenie, yeah.
Why?
I was grinding arena with it and felt the deck was fine, especially week 1. It's fundamentally powerful, putting like 15 power into play. But it's just not working out.
You got any new cards?
The new Gideon, but 2 in the board.
In the board?
I tried a main deck. It's only really good like in the Wrath of God mirrors, or not mirrors, in the Wrath of God matchups. But everywhere else, it's kind of just medium.
It's not that good?
No. Like if you're behind on board, it's never what you want to do because in mid-range matchups or aggro matchups, it just dies almost instantly. Okay. So unless you're like at parity or ahead, it doesn't do too much. And it's just like another clunky card because you already have like 4 marshals, 4 histories, Loxodons, etc. So you just kind of run it in your hand most games.
So it's worse than these other 3s?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely worse than Marshall, and it's worse than History. So I put it in the board. It's good versus Control, but that's about it.
I'm very disappointed to hear this.
I know. Me too.
All right, so are you moving to Florida after this tournament? Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah, I'm driving down after this.
Where in Florida?
Winter Park, Orlando.
Orlando? Okay. I was actually just in Orlando 2 days ago, so you excited?
So excited. The weather is gorgeous. It's like heaven on earth.
But what about like in July when it's 1,000,000 degrees and humid as hell?
I mean, you got to take the bad with the good.
Okay.
I'll take the bad summers if the winters are amazing.
Would you ever live in Florida, Matt?
No, I don't want to leave Canada.
Were you in Canada? Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto-ish.
Very pro Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Canada. Never. Trouble's here. The man with the best facial hair on the SCG tour.
That's not even high praise.
Did you beat Andrew?
Right? No one's better, right?
No, someone has to be better.
No! Why? His hair looks great. Plus, he's got the bun. I fight this.
Can't believe the bun's back.
Here we go. I'm gonna get his name right first try. Edgar Magayesh.
That's really good.
Fuck yeah, it is. I've been practicing a lot more than you know because I don't like getting
In the
people's names
shower,
wrong.
just-
I don't want to say where, just saying that I have been practicing. How's your tournament?
I am X1.
Deck?
As for control,
Dilts could not win a game with that, and you are.
I am winning games. Yeah.
Are you better than him then, or how does this work?
100%.
Maybe not.
What's
luckier.
what's special about your deck?
Nothing. Just playing a lot of good cards. I think people are doing a lot of nonsense like they do every format.
What's the nonsense? Give me some audio here, baby.
I think that people are trying to build highly synergy-based decks, and it just doesn't always work out that way. And Esper just has a bunch of good cards that are all individually good, no matter what order you draw them. And I think that's good. Teferi's really good against a lot of decks in the format. People still scoop to it.
Like five minutes of very.
5 mana Teferi, yeah. And 3 mana Teferi is a hoser against like the other decks that 5 mana Teferi isn't. So
You have entered the God Eternals?
no, I think that card's bad. I think a lot of the decks where that card would be good against, they go bigger against you after board, and you need like a more repeatable life gain effect. So that's why we're playing Bonas.
Okay, so I've heard Shaheen wrote about Vona this week.
Yes,
Does that thing get-
I swayed him.
Oh, you were the swayer. He didn't
was.
use your name.
No,
In the article.
He was a hater. He was a hater, but
Okay.
he was up to 2 at one point like me, but then he went back down. I think he's only played 1 this weekend.
Okay. So Vona's legit?
I think Vona's legit. Vona's good against either game plan for all the decks that you want to board it in against. Like if they're trying to get under you, you can just batter skull them. If they're going to go like big, then you can take advantage of the Vindicate.
Okay. What people don't see right now is we have a Amulet Titan versus mono white standard grudge match here, or how's this go? Who's favored?
That's what we were trying to determine.
Oh, we're testing?
I said my win rate is his fail rate. So,
Okay, so we're testing the match.
yeah, we're gonna see how this
We're already
goes.
dead.
All right, guys. Are we dead right now?
Well, next turn I'm going to suspend.
Who said you're getting a next turn?
Yes,
What are you
power
at?
him.
What are you at?
A million. 19.
Dude, I can
Does he
beat
have
that.
Titan? Yeah, you always have Titan. How do you guys always have Titan?
beat that. It's lethal.
Yeah, you're right. I can beat that.
Is he actually straight dead right now?
Oh, my turn? Yeah, when
Yeah.
I untap, he's very dead.
32 damage.
How's it 32?
No, it's not.
How do you just know how much damage it is
I
already?
mean, that changed.
That's outrageous. Their brain is so big. Hey, how did London go for you?
London went poorly. I did really bad at limited, which was part of it.
You play Titan?
I played Titan, yeah.
How do you do with that?
I went 4 and 3 and like, before I dropped.
I don't want to go through it.
London Mulligan, good, bad?
I think it improves the deck, not as much as it improves Tron or Dredge, but I think better than every other deck in the format.
You just kept
Okay.
a list.
Is Amulet still good?
I think it's still good.
Yeah. It's like it had a bad win percentage of the tournament, but like
Yeah,
you don't.
I don't think that means much. I think people are overblow how much that means. Like, if you consider the sample size of players, like I think there was like less than 100 total matches for Amulet, and if like one person goes 0-4 with the deck or like 2-4 or whatever, that's bringing down the win percentage 6%.
Sure.
Or something. So like that's a big sample, right?
Okay, that's legit.
Like my teammate Morgan played Amulet, and he just punted 3 rounds.
Sure, but that
So,
doesn't
like-
account for that in the stats, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
guaranteed wins. So, and I don't know who the other players were. There were a lot of Lotus Blooms I noticed as well, and I have some opinions on that card.
Lotus Bloom in their deck?
In Amulet, yeah.
Why?
There's a
What?
Lotus Bloom Amulet version. It's playing Lotus Blooms instead of Scouts, and certain people think that it's better, but I think it's a lot worse, and it's really bad against humans.
Okay.
And there's a lot of
That's
humans.
True.
So
That's true. Okay. Dilts, how do you feel about the London Mulligan? Do you have any strong thoughts?
No strong thoughts. I only played Legacy Cube with it, and it was, I mean, it's just like, it seemed fine. I mean, it didn't break any games. It was like pretty seamless once you get like used to the interface. I didn't notice like any like super crazy pros or cons against it in terms of playing Legacy Cube online.
Okay. That's where I played it too. It seemed fine there. What about you, Tarek?
I think it's amazing.
Mulligan, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely amazing. Unless like there's a broken combo deck that really abuses it.
Like
Just
this Neoform deck?
Yeah.
You a little scared?
I mean, if just one deck, you can like selectively ban it, but if it becomes like a recurring pattern, then
Do you think that deck's good?
I haven't honestly played Modern since it came out. So
Okay. Anybody play this Neoform deck?
I haven't played it, no.
No?
Yeah, I've just heard the horror stories of people just getting wrecked by it.
Yeah, like on turn 1, but like, they don't ever get thoughts used, I guess. Or just nothing happens to them, so it's fine.
I guess so.
Or spell snared. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to ask for. Like the fact that I can do it is like a huge deal, right?
Yeah, but I mean, couldn't that stupid, like Goryo's Vengeance could have been doing it for a long time. And that deck's never good.
I think the difference is that Goryo's needed a Grizzlebrand in like the top 10 cards to do it, while this deck requires a 1 of 8 cards as opposed to 1 of 4 cards.
The Rider?
Yeah, but they have 4 Summoners packs, and now that
Sure.
they have 8 copies of Neoform as well, then
They also need 2 green cards.
yeah,
That's a lot,
Maybe
man.
that's not trivial.
Yeah. That's a lot. You gotta have a lot go right. And like, I don't know, there's like, they can't be like a Thoughtseize, like a Graphic Cage or anything.
It's worth noting that I assume leagues are very go with that deck, so there was a lot of sample
Yeah.
for like Twitter screenshots and stuff, which
Yeah.
might have blown it out of proportion, right?
Yeah.
Who knows how often it's actually happening?
All right. So what else is happening for you, Edgar? We're gonna see you in Syracuse. We're gonna see you in Louisville. Invitational.
If I don't top 3, you'll see me at probably every Open next season.
Hell yeah. My man. That's what I like to hear. We hooked you.
On the ground. You guys
We
hooked me.
hooked them.
Yeah.
Dilksy, we hook you?
I am hooked.
Season 2, huh?
I am hooked for this season. If I top 3, I am coming for the team opens and close opens, and retiring all other opens. If I don't top 3, I have to come to all of them, I guess.
We hooked him.
Yeah.
Tarek, I don't think we hooked you. You got like a doctor and shit.
Yeah, I'm done after season 1.
No!
the results,
No! But if you top 3,
If I top 3, you
you're
see me
coming
at the
for a
PC.
championship?
Yeah,
Okay.
but,
All right. So are you going to do like Syracuse and Louisville and Indy?
Yeah, I'm heading back to Canada, so I'm moving into Florida, then I'm going straight back to Canada for a month, and then after the NB, I'm done.
All right.
Yep.
Been a good run. That classic win for you, what was that, in Cleveland, I think?
Yeah.
The Santa Classic?
Cleveland.
Well, that's a
It was
pretty big
while
deal.
ago. Yeah.
Well, that's because we didn't have an events for like
Yeah, it
3
was
weeks.
right before the hiatus.
That like got you right back into it.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it was. It's funny you say it like that, just because, if you ask me objectively how I've done this season, I think I've gotten phenomenally lucky and done phenomenally well, but just the way it's kind of broke down.
And you got to get lucky to do well in Magic tournaments
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But like I was keeping an eye because like you were kind of sliding a little bit and like you won that thing and it's like I think you're 6th right now. I can't remember what number you are. You're in the top 8.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
that.
top 8 for sure. Yeah.
So or maybe Austin Collins is 4th. Maybe you're 5th. I can't remember. It's not I have it in front of me. But I don't know, man. Like this tournament, you're X3. So you drop.
Staying in.
What are you playing tomorrow?
I don't know. I have to decide tonight. Either Modern or Standard. We'll see. We don't play
Ascension?
Modern.
Is it Phoenix Ascension
I
Modern?
just play Amulet, the new Green Sun Zenith. Yeah.
New Green Sun Zenith.
You forgot to say counter.
What do you mean? What am I missing?
Finale.
Oh, is it busted?
It might be.
Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot you had a new set. I forgot.
More Titans.
Okay.
It's also redundant copies of your bullets after board if they get dealt with.
Okay.
They get to rebuy Talent Tracker, Reclamation Stage from the graveyard.
Like, are you starting this card?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's just in the flex slot. It's also just a win condition because getting to 12 is it's not like impossible. And then you just like can kill them with plant tokens or scouts or whatever.
So for Titan, it's 8 mana, right?
Yeah.
You need it for? That's not that hard, right, for that deck?
No, I mean it's hard.
I mean, like normally we add 4 to our Titans anyway. You spread it across 2 turns, but like it's additional Titans. It's not new Titans, right? So like you can afford to have some Titans be 8 mana when they're more Titans than you wouldn't have had before. And also like Teleria West was already +3 on a Titan
Okay.
if you T West for a Titan. So.
So if this deck had Green Sun Zenith, how good would it be?
I mean, it's more likely that some other Green Sun Zenith deck would be good. But yeah, you'd probably play Green Sun Zenith. Probably play 4.
Probably Dried Arbor too. Probably
I
some
think
deal on that.
if I play the Modern Classic tomorrow, I'm going to play Dryad Arbor anyway. You can still finale for 0.
Oh yeah, okay. All right.
Blast Zone's pretty good in the deck too.
Which card?
Blast Zone.
Yeah, so everyone's talking about that. Like, I assume you want one to T West for, or whatever. But like, is it too slow or
I
is
think
it still good
Explosives
enough?
is better main deck, but I think you want a Blast Zone in your sideboard if you're sideboarding any EEs.
Is there a spot where Blast Zone is better than EE?
I mean, when there's a meddling mage naming extra explosives.
All right, that's a good call. All right. Look, you guys know all the game corner cases, not me. I just watch the matches. All right.
And meddling mage.
I occasionally play, not very often. Also, it got to the point where like Melee Mage wasn't even good against your guys' deck, but like maybe it's reverted back to where it is now. But like people had ballistas and EEs and stuff, so like, and like you guys had pass, so it stopped being like game over.
Yeah, well, it's not game over, but it's still good. It's still one of your best tools. If you don't have it, you're just gonna lose.
You surprised Human won the PT?
No, not surprised.
No.
Your deck's good.
It's good. It takes advantage of the open deck list better than any other deck.
I don't think people were thinking about that until like the tournament ended, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was
I didn't
talking.
hear anyone discuss that.
Everyone's talking about like control decks and all this other stuff, but like Meddling Mage might be just the best card for open deck lists, potentially, of just knowing what your opponent's doing. Because I didn't think about that until I saw the results, and I was like, that is weird that 3 made it, and then kind of makes some sense. You think Tron's good?
Tron benefited a lot from the mulligan. It's probably just like absurdly consistent is the problem. It just does its thing every time, and if that thing's good enough in the matchup, then it's
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fine. You surprised Season Phoenix didn't do that well?
No.
You think that that's good?
I was saying that deck was overrated before, and like I think it gained the least out of all decks from the mulligan.
Sorry, I like strong opinions a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I want people who take a fucking stance instead of wishy-washy. So you're laughing at Edgar. Are you disagreeing with Edgar
Of course I am.
and his bun? Why?
He's so dogmatic. It's like borderline delusional.
Oh no!
That is true. I'll give him that.
It's 2-on-1. Why are we disagreeing with Edgar?
The win rates Phoenix has put up, even in the face of like targeted hate, has just been like insane. Like, yeah, it's not the sleeper insane deck anymore that it was in like November, December, January, but the fact that it's a tier 1 deck with like everyone's number 1 goal to, like coming in to beat it is still kind of absurd. And there's this new version of Phoenix that came out at the Pro Tour that a couple people were playing that boasted a pretty insane win record.
It was like the one with like all the Ascensions, right?
Ascensions and Noxious Survival, yeah. So you can play like a loop in it too.
Okay.
So I mean, like, I don't even think you've seen like the last version of Phoenix yet. I mean, time will tell.
Dilks is just still playtesting like he has never played the deck before.
Yeah.
Just how much do you goldfish this deck? Don't lie.
Not that much when I'm at home. When
Really?
I'm at events, I'll goldfish a lot.
How long have you been playing it for?
Not as long as you would think. I didn't really play it when Summer Bloom was legal. And the first few tournaments that the Scout version was discovered, I probably played like other random decks like Eldrazi or like Death Shadow or something like that. But not too long after the Scout version got discovered, I was playing it, but definitely not from the beginning.
So like, how much harder have your tournaments gotten when you've been playing Bloom? Because everyone knows you play it.
I think I specifically still have some anonymity.
Okay.
Like, not everyone knows who I am.
Okay, we're working on that. Whether you like it or not, we're working on that.
Definitely not. But I think Amulet, in its like current configuration and its current spot in the format, it like mostly doesn't matter that people know that I'm playing it.
Okay.
Unless they're
Edgar,
playing,
do you agree?
random cards.
Because like everyone knows you play Amulet.
Yeah, every single one of my opponents at the Pro Tour knew that I was playing it already before looking at my deck list.
Yep.
So I think it is a hindrance, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I don't think there's like very many, unless you're playing a targeted hate card in your main deck. I don't think there's very many like hands you can mulligan for to beat Amulet game 1. Like if you're playing a combo deck, I guess you can keep a goldfish hand, just assuming that you're going to be able to like not get interacted against. But besides that, I don't think like any of the mid-range or control decks are going to be able to find something specific that matters.
All right, best card from War of the Spark, Tarek, or card you like the most?
Probably 3 mana Teferi. Card is, pretty impressive.
Matthew? Or is it Matt?
Dilky.
Whatever you want.
Dilky.
I'm not calling him Dilky. I don't know him well enough to call him Dilky. Next time you're on camera, I'm calling you Dilky.
Sure, it doesn't bother me.
I can't be fired. I can't fire myself, so I'm good.
Definitely 3 mana Teferi is the best card, I think. But if to be different, I would probably say whatever the EE land's called. I'd never remember the
Blast
name.
Zone, baby.
Blast Zone.
Blast Zone. Okay, it's easy. Edgar?
Best card or favorite card?
Both. Why not both?
Best card Teferi. Favorite card, I'm a fan of the Tameo.
Cameo's good, man.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a cool design.
Okay. London Mulligan we're all in favor of, so now open deck list.
Not a favorite.
No? We got 2 no's, open deck list at tournaments. Let's say just the Invitational, just hypothetically, the Invitational in 4 weeks was open deck list.
I'm all for it. I love more information the better. London Mall, open deck list. I want it all.
We got haters over here, pro over here.
I'm not like hating. I think it's fine.
Whatever. If you did it, you did it. I wouldn't really care. But probably if I had the choice, I probably wouldn't do it.
He's so apathetic.
Yeah.
It really is. I kind of like it, but I can't tell if it's real or fake, but it feels pretty real. The apathy.
Whether I'm being real or not, I'm being very real.
the apathy is so real.
Yep.
All right, well, I respect it. You do you. Congratulations, you're number 1 on the leaderboard right now, even though you had a bad weekend. Well, you had a bad day 1. Because you can turn it around tomorrow and smash some people in
I'll try
Modern.
to pick up more than 1 point tomorrow.
There you go.
Whatever.
All right, and then you are
Back at
X1.
X1.
And we're about to go to round 8.
Yeah.
So you're close to a lock for day 2.
Yeah.
And you're in 9th right now.
8th. Maybe 9th. Unless I'm
9th.
jump from my
You're second person on the second page.
Okay.
So you're 9th.
Yeah.
I think you have 72 points. So,
Makes sense, though.
all right, and then you're still deciding your classic target.
Yeah, we'll see. I heard X3 might make it, so
It's possible. It's a
if
small
it-
open.
Yeah, if it does, then I'll
Small
probably
open.
just grind out the open.
All right. This is the Canadian crew, part of the Canadian crew. You guys all Toronto?
Yeah,
Toronto.
Used to.
Outside.
How long is it? Do you guys fly or drive? Okay. And you're probably gonna. Where's our next thing? Syracuse. That's a drive, right?
Oh yeah, that one's nice and close.
How close is that to you guys?
4 hours.
Well, that's nothing. Okay. And then Louisville, you probably gotta fly.
Gotta fly.
All right. Well, we're gonna see these knuckleheads around a bunch of our events. Thanks for hanging out. Let me make fun of you. Good luck to all of you. I hope I see you all at the Players Championship. But I'm gonna see it everything because we got the hooks in all 3 of you. Whether you like it or not, Tarek, we're gonna see you in season 2. You're gonna quit that doctor job. Doesn't pay that well, right? You're gonna play some Magic. I get it.
Well, there's a little more from the Canadian crew. Matthew Dilks, the apathetic Matthew Dilks. I think he cares a little bit more than he leads on. Hopefully he's able to qualify for the Players' Championship. Edgar Megayesh and, of course, Tarek Patel, who I'm actually a pretty big fan of. I know we won't see him very much in Season 2, unfortunately, but we'll get as much as we can of him in Season number 1, and hopefully he qualifies for the Players' Championship as well. You know the drill. Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, the podcast app, SoundCloud, Patreon, all places you can subscribe to the pod, rate and review as well over on iTunes. Feedback always welcome through all the social media platforms that you can find me at. Tomorrow, we got a little something cooking here with BBD, Peter Ingram, and Ross Merriam. Just a little something to look forward to. For now, it's Jules Vera, and wishing you all a lovely day.